There is an interesting bakery sales that accurately predicted the winner of the presidential election. It started in 2008 and it predicted the rightful winner in 3 elections except the 2020 election. It's predicting that Trump is winning. The cookie sales as of October, 12,558 to 889. So he's crushing Kamala Harris. So this would, they just go around and they just sell a bunch of cookies. You get a Harris cookie, it's one cookie. You get a Trump cookie, it's one cookie. And then boom. The overwhelming of them are choosing the Trump cookie. So that tells you who is going to be the president on January 2025. It started in 2008 and accurately predicted the winner for the first 3 times. And their prediction is Trump is likely going to win. And another clip I want to show you is this.
You can skip this video, but you can't skip the truth. Right now in North Gaza, children are going to bed hungry every night.
It's interesting that Kamala Harris has taken a side. I wonder if they support Kamala Harris.
I could ask that question. Maria Bartiromo back in the studio. She said, we got a presidential election going on now. I hate to bring this up, but you support your union guy. Vice President Harris supports the strike, she said. She wanted to know how many folks support Vice President Harris. Any hands? No hands.
Wow.
Okay. It's nobody's business, says one man. So there you go.
The one man who said it's nobody's business, he's probably embarrassed that, he's surrounded by workers who are potentially going to vote for Trump this November. So, it is true we got guys like Alan Luckman, that Helmut Northbot, that accurately predicted the majority of the election, but they're not the only one. We have the cookie bakery sales, and the overwhelming majority of them are choosing Trump. And like I said, going back to the article, the cookie poll started in 2008 and accurately predicted the winner. That's it. And he's crushing her. 12,000 to 588 to 889. So, we're going to see if they're right in November on who is going to take the White House. And what I also hear is lefty, like to make the argument how the tax law benefited billionaires and millionaires. But if you have an objective analysis on how your life was under Trump, how much money you made, how much money you saved via the tax cut, then you will say that, you know, he's the best option, and then he's leading in the major issue like immigration and the economy. So the tax cut does not only benefit billionaires and millionaires, you know, it also helped, you know, before COVID, you know, they had like the lowest unemployment for women in 60 years, you know, which is why, you know, in the 2020 election, about like 55% of white women voted for him. You know, because they see his record and then they vote for him in drove. And people, you know, and also a lot of people like to say, a lot of people reaction about the vice presidential debates that J.D. Vance was criticizing Kamala Harris for Biden policies. And people like to say that the vice president is not in charge. But last week, Joe Biden said that he delegated responsibility to Kamala Harris, and she helped pass legislation. She helped pass, you know, laws. So they're glued together. So she's trying so hard to distance herself from the administration record, but he's not having it. So we will see how that goes on November. You know, we only have like a month away from the election.